for you to say that you didn't appreciate me comparing you to Clay when you knew fully well that you were about to give us your best Clay impression in the very next episode, boy, you got me all the way up. Oh, get in here, because we got a lot to talk about. You know you were moving mad and you told me don't compare you to Clay. Really? 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 What's up, y'all? It's your girl Roxy with Roxy Says, and we're gonna talk about it. I took my cough medicine, I got me some rest, I had some cough lozenges, and I'm ready to talk because episode 5 of Love is Blind UK had my jaw on the floor, had me ready to hop into my laptop screen so I could fight somebody because what is going on? Let's get straight into it, but before we do, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for the love. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my day ones. I'm so happy to have all of you here. Let's get into this episode. So the way that they framed the episode 1 to 4 recap had me very nervous because I saw that they focused mainly on Ali, Kat, and Demi. So I already knew this episode was about to be some BS. So the episode opens up with Nicole. She's meeting up with Benaya to apologize to him and let him know that she made a huge mistake and that she does not consider him second best. Is Nicole short or is Sam and Benaya just very tall? Because the way that they tower over her, I need to know, how tall is Nicole? Because she has these men looking like they 6'7". Anyways, the welcome was very warm. They greeted each other with love, with a smile, with a hug. And Benaya immediately tells Nicole that she's beautiful. And I believe him, okay? He's not giving car salesman like Sam was. And Nicole pretty much starts apologizing and explaining to him. And she said that she instantly knew that she made a mistake when she met Sam. Now, I wonder how much of that mistake was because she felt a strong feeling towards Benaya as opposed to Sam, or did she feel that way because Sam wasn't as fine as he led her to believe? Maybe she was expecting a Freddie or Steven and she got not that, okay? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what helped her come to that realization. But whatever it is, she now knows that Sam is not it. Now, like I said in my last video, I definitely still have my eye on Nicole and Benaya in terms of wanting to stay on the show. But in all honesty, this meeting was so sweet.
I am so sorry. I'm so
you don't
sorry.
Need to apologize.
No.
You don't. I mean, I think part of me did think that it would be the two of us. And that was so tough, how like heartbroken I was with everything.
No, I'm just so sorry.
I can't lie. I can't make it seem like it's something that it wasn't. This meeting was sweet. I felt it. I believed it. And it honestly gives me hope for the two of them. Benaya apologizes to Nicole for shutting himself off emotionally and not being more expressive because that is what she needed. And then he says this.
I came here today with the intention of addressing you wanting reassurance, wanting the commitment. And I couldn't give you that. So, I need you to stand up. I think a seed has been sown. I want to help nurture and care and help it become the most beautiful flower.
Oh, yes.
Will you marry me?
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. This proposal was 1,000 times more genuine than Benaya's first proposal and obviously Sam's proposal. I feel like the both of them learned from this experience in their own way, and I feel like now they'll be able to fully give themselves to each other. Tell me what you think below because I almost teared up. I did. I did. It was sweet. It was sweet. Now, like I said before, maybe they just needed a little bit more time to make things work, and now they're sure in their decision. But I will say that this proposal, the vibes from this proposal is definitely a great sign and a step in the right direction. So now we see the couples getting more acquainted, and I'm so happy to get more of Sabrina and Steven on my screen. Now listen, I know that y'all love y'all some Freddie. I know Freddie is a cutie pie, but it's been Steven for me.
Anybody's experience. But that like realization that to get hurt, I'd have to almost throw somebody under my bus.
Did you see that? You see that? Good. Freddie cute too, but Steven different. Steven is different. Anyways, I'm happy to get more of him and Sabrina on my screen. Now we get an interesting conversation between Tom and Maria. And it had me cracking up because I pointed this out in my previous video about the whole Kat and Ali breakup situation. I said, why did Ali go back to the men's quarters and say that he broke up with Kat when Kat broke up with him?
To break up with him on his birthday.
Kat broke up with Ollie? Did she?
Yeah, she called it off on his birthday.
That's so interesting because Ollie told us that he broke off with Kat.
No, he didn't.
No.
So everyone is, of course, very nervous and excited to meet everyone, but Kat is especially nervous to meet Ali.
Yeah, I'm nervous to see Ollie.
Why?
Just because I was like talking to him at the start, him saying that he called it off the pods, which is not true. So knowing that he just like twisted my words, I just didn't like that.
We do know that Kat broke up with Ali first so that he couldn't dump her, right? And someone made a funny comment. They said Kat pulled one of those,
"You can't fire me because I quit."
Yeah, that's pretty much what she did. But she is still the one who broke up with Ali. Even if that's what Ali went in the room to do, she beat him to the punch, so she broke up with him. And like I had said before, the fact that he went back to the men's quarters and claimed that he broke up with her and told the guys she took it well, that is not what happened. And we will see later in this episode, Ali is a liar. And he's one of those lying by omission type people. He'll bend the truth a little bit. You'll ask him one question and he'll try to downplay what he's really thinking. We're gonna get into all of that, just you wait. But in this conversation, Freddie is so sweet and understanding. He tells Kat that if she feels the need to have that conversation with Ali because she needs that closure, he fully supports her in her decision. The way I feel about it is, you're here with Freddie, you got your man. Who cares what Ali said, right? Who cares what he said? If he says that he broke up with you when you really broke up with him, why do you have to have a conversation with him about it? I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I do understand Kat wanting to set the record straight, but I feel like this conversation that she wants to have is more so just because she wants to see what the vibe is between her and Ali, as opposed to correcting the story that Ali told everyone. I don't think that that's a big deal to her. She's just making it a bigger deal so that she has an excuse to have a conversation with Ali. And you know what it's giving? Remember when Izzy did that season? He was with Stacey, but he kept wanting to speak to Johnny, and he kept talking mad shit about Johnny and comparing Stacey to Johnny, and after the season, he hooked up with Johnny. It's giving that. Or remember Uche wanting to have a conversation with Lydia when Lydia was already with Milton? Or remember Kwame smiling up in Micah's face when he was with Chelsea? Remember that? That is what it's giving. Freddie has not done anything on my screen that I've seen thus far to make me not like him, to make me look at him sideways. So you better be nice to Freddie, because Freddie seems like a sweetheart, and right now it's looking like Kat has ulterior motives. So we learned that Ali and Demi still haven't slept together, and they both say that they're not in a rush. But in the previous episode, Demi did express that she was excited to spend the night with Ali. Remember that, okay? And the way that I took that was that she was down for whatever. Like, if Ali wanted to sleep with her, I feel like she would have slept with him. This is just me speculating. I don't know, but that's the way that I took it. And I did see some people comment and say that they don't feel that Ali is actually attracted to Demi because he didn't sleep with her on the first night. And that is definitely possible, but if that is the case and Ali really is not attracted to Demi, I'm gonna give him props in this moment for not taking advantage of the situation and sleeping with her, because we do know that guys will sleep with women who they are not attracted to, okay? That is nothing new. We saw Clay do that with AD last season, and given who Clay dated after AD, what's her name, Selena Powers, whatever her name is, I think it's safe to say that AD was not Clay's type, but he had no problem sleeping with her. So in that regard, I do appreciate Ali and how he's handling this specific situation. Everything else, no sir. No sir. But at least Demi and Ali were still able to have a good conversation about it and speak about the elephant in the room.
Everyone just goes at their own pace.
Well, obviously sex is important, but I think it's also important to give it its accurate place in a relationship. I think if you put too much emphasis on that, you can easily skip on all the other stuff. That makes sense?
Yeah.
However, in my opinion, looking at this conversation, I don't see an ounce, a smidge of sexual tension between these two. None at all. It's one thing to have so much sexual tension with someone and the both of you are just trying your best to do the right thing, and it's really difficult because all y'all want to do is hop in the bed and tear each other's clothes off. We're not getting that with these two. We're not getting that. It doesn't seem like it's a struggle for them to keep their hands off of each other, not like Tom and Maria, child. Tom and Maria, they be on each other all the time. So Ollie does say that he's looking forward to seeing and having a conversation with Kat, and that does make Demi nervous. Next, we see all of the couples showing up looking lovely. I had a huge smile on my face until this scene where I literally yelled, "What the at my computer at least 3 times.
Oh my God.
It's actually very chiseled.
How are you? I missed everyone.
Oh shit, sorry man, sorry.
Shit, sorry, man, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm good too.
I'm great, I'm great. Yeah.
What is happening here? What is going on with Ollie's mouth? Is everything okay? Because it seems like as soon as Kat arrived, this man lost complete control of his lips and his tongue. And then he damn near pushed Freddie out the way so that he can hug Kat. Ollie, what the hell? Okay, let me calm down. Now, I'm not saying just because you're with someone, you turn blind, right? And you don't see people as attractive. That's not what I'm saying. But what Ollie is doing with this licking his lips and squinting his eyes and smizing, very disrespectful.
She's a very pretty girl. Catherine looks similar to what I thought she was going to look like.
Anyways, next we see Freddie being such an unassuming sweetie, and he even encourages Kat to go have that conversation with Ollie. Now, it's quite possible that we didn't see it because it was edited out, but if I was Kat, I would have made sure that I spoke to Demi as well, just out of respect. I'd have been like, "Hey girl, can I have a conversation with your man real quick?" just for 5 minutes, but I would have made sure that I had a short talk with Demi before taking Ollie to sit with him and have a conversation. I mean, if I was Kat, I wouldn't even be having a conversation with Ollie in the first place, but if you're gonna have the conversation, at least be respectful and acknowledge his fiance. So Kat tells Ollie that she does not appreciate him saying that he called it off with her when that's not what happens. Ollie lies and says no. Then he says he can't remember if that's what he said. Then he says that he told the guys that he was gonna break up with Kat, but Kat did it first. So he was just happy that they were both on the same page, and then he apologizes. Meanwhile, Demi is telling Jasmine that she's perfectly fine with Ollie and Kat having a conversation, but we know that that is not the truth. In Demi's confessional, she does say that she doesn't want to give off jealous vibes, right? Meanwhile, Ollie is telling Kat that just because she's here with Freddie and he's here with Demi doesn't change the fact that they shared a connection and they shared a vibe. Then he starts asking Kat what she thinks about him physically. He's complimenting her, just being very inappropriate and disrespectful in my opinion. You are here with your fiance. You know damn well when the conversation is beginning to be a bit inappropriate. Now, I do understand that production does encourage these conversations. One, it's good TV, right? We here laughing and talking about it. And two, this whole experience is a different type of scenario. So I can understand when people want to see if there's still a connection with someone who they might have connected with in the pods. But I just feel like there's a respectful way to do it. And the way that Ollie is going about it, he's like openly flirting with Kat. And that's no bueno. And to make it worse, when he goes back to the table to talk to Demi and Jasmine, and Demi says that that was a much needed conversation, Ollie downplays the conversation and he's like, "Oh, I didn't really think it was. Maybe she thought it was, but I didn't really think so." Stop it, bruv. Is that what y'all say, bruv? Stop it, bruv. My UK people, did I do it right? Stop it, bruv. Stop it, bruv. Is that right? Okay, if not, I'm sorry. But in this scene, I really felt bad for Demi because she has to do a lot of self-regulating, right? She has questions, she has insecurities, she has concerns, but it's very important for her also to not come off as jealous and insecure. She doesn't want to show Ollie that side of her, and I can definitely understand that. But because of that, she's not asking all of the questions that she would like to, and she's taking the approach of, he'll tell me when he's ready, right? But that can be very draining and exhausting, and having to hold that in day by day can definitely eat away at you. So after the conversation that Ali and Kat had during the day, it seems like even later into the night, both Ali and Demi were a bit distant from each other. So much so that Jasmine had to tell Demi to go over there and talk to her man. And even though Demi eventually walked over to Ali, she seemed very reluctant to do so. But we see that she finally asks Ali about the conversation, and Ali claims that he already put the conversation with Kat in the back of his mind.
What happened?
You know, I think I've probably put that at the back of my mind.
I'm not making you feel awkward, am I?
No. Why? Why would you say that?
Stop it! You are such a liar! Because clearly it seems like Kat is all he's been thinking about for the entire day. And then to make matters even worse, Ali cuts his conversation with Demi so that he can speak to Bobby.
One sec, babe. Hey, Bobby. One sec. Yeah. I'm back in a bit. It's just a weird energy right now. Yeah. I'll be looking to my left. Oh, maybe that's just coincidence. And then catch her eye, and then she look away. And I'm like, and then if you're seeing it too,
You've barely spoken to your fiance all day. She comes over to you to have a conversation, and you think that that's the appropriate time to say, oh, hold on, babe. Hey, Bobby, come over here. Let's talk real quick. Bro, what are you doing? So as we can see from this conversation, Ali has been thinking about Kat all day. Hard. He's curious about the possibilities. He says that he's caught her looking at him multiple times. Well, if you caught her looking at you, that means that you were looking at her, right? Just a mess. In this conversation, Bobby also tells Ali that him and Jasmine have already slept together and they have no problems in the intimacy department, okay? I will say I really like Jasmine. You can tell that Jasmine is a really good friend. She saw that Demi was bothered even from earlier in the day, and it looks like she's stuck by Demi's side all night. I love Jasmine for that. Such a sweetheart. Next, we get the cutest, sweetest moment. So both Benaya and Nicole are filling their friends in about everything that happened and how they got back together. But I absolutely love how happy everyone is for them. It's so sweet. You can tell that everyone is so ecstatic that Nicole is here with Benaya and not Sippy Cup Sam. So we see all of the ladies gushing about how much fun they've been having with their man, how natural everything is going. And we can clearly see that Demi is a bit uncomfortable with this conversation because she does not feel the same way in her relationship currently, and she has a lot on her mind.
Awkwardness or like uncomfortableness, you've just slipped into like being together.
There's a lot going on in my head.
In Demi's confessional, she says that when her and Ali are together, when they're alone, cuddled up in the bed, he's very affectionate. But for some reason, when they're out and about with the rest of the group, he doesn't show her any PDA. And we can see it here. We've seen clips of all of the other couples randomly hugging, kissing. The guys will be touching their girls, holding their waist, right? And we don't see much of that with Ali and Demi. I don't think we've seen any of that at all between Ali and Demi while they were out with the group. So next we see Kat and Freddie. They have a conversation, and she says that she feels tension between her and Demi, and it makes her sad because she really loves Demi and she doesn't want to have any type of issue with her over Ali. Now, I don't think that Kat literally wants to steal Ali away from Demi, but I do think that Kat does have a satisfaction in knowing that Ali is attracted to her and that he's possibly more attracted to her than he is to Demi. I do think that that secretly brings Kat some type of joy. I do. Next, we see Nicole and Benaya. They're getting ready for their first night together. They're really cute, and you can definitely see that they're very happy to be there with each other. So I'm wishing them the best. We'll see. Next, we see Jasmine. She's getting ready for bed with Bobby. We see they got their skincare going on, and they have a conversation where Jasmine tells Bobby that he needs to speak to Ali about how he's been making Demi feel.
I do have love for Demi, and out of respect for Demi, I want her to be treated the best way possible because that's what she deserves, right? So I might have just a little chat with Ollie because he was kind of leaving her in a grey area, and I didn't like that.
Right now, Jasmine is my girl. This episode has me loving her. But child, next, we see this conversation between Ali and Demi where he starts off by asking Demi what was wrong with her today. So the way that he chose to start this conversation, as opposed to saying, hey babe, I feel like we didn't speak much today. Is everything okay, right? No, that's not what he did. He put it on her and he said, what was wrong with you today? When he knows damn well that all he had on his mind all day was Kat and he was being distant too. And then he actually tries to avoid the conversation.
Hey, though, maybe we should just go to bed.
Ollie, So obviously when he was having your chat, I was trying not to, like, I don't really want to zoom into that, but there was like a lot of laughter.
See me and Catherine? Was there? But it wasn't flirty laughter, that's what you're thinking. It was nothing like that. I'm a funny guy. I never felt anything near what I feel for you, for her. But at the same time, you don't have any reason to feel odd, because as much as like I like her and I like Freddie, my eyes are on what we have, and hopefully there's no more conversations that need to take place.
I feel so bad for Demi. I feel so bad for Demi. I wish that Demi could see what we could see so she could just cut her losses with Ali, because it is not looking good. And Ali, how dare you tell me not to compare you to Clay when this is how you knew you was giving it up? Huh? You know you were moving mad and you told me don't compare you to Clay. Really? 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 When I tell you irritated, so irritated, I felt so bad for my girl Demi. I hate that even when she musters up the courage to ask Ali an honest question, all she gets is lies in return. Like, I hate that. I hate that for her. I hate that for anyone, honestly. But let me know all your thoughts below on this episode. Only episodes 1 to 5. I have not seen episode 6. Do not spoil it in the comments. Don't be that person. Don't get blocked. No spoilers, okay? Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I post a new video. And let's chat about this episode down in the comments. I can't wait to see y'all in my next video. Bye!
Roxy says we're gonna talk about it.